oppression and the criminalization of a generation. We're saying that the days when the police can come into people's community, beat them down, arrest them, humiliate them, and get away with it time and time again has got to be put an end to. People are going to be speaking from different organizations, and people are going to be coming up to the microphone to share their stories, to speak bitterness, and people are going to be doing this all around the country. So we're gathering up, and if you want to come and join us, you should come and get a poster, you should come get in line to speak, and you should gather up. Let's get together. Everyone come join us.
I'm a photojournalist and activist here in Atlanta, originally from Chicago, the south side of Chicago. We out here at the Police Brutality March to talk about everything that's going down from Aiyana Jones to Katherine Johnson. And we out here to show people the difference between brutality and terrorism, because there's a big difference. Most people who are being brutalized by the police department would still be alive. Like Katherine Johnson, if they were brutalizing her, they would have went up in her home, pulled her out while she was still alive, and then harassed her in front of the community. But they didn't do that. They actually murdered her, shot her dead, then dragged her outside in front of her neighbors in handcuffs, a 90-year-old woman that they shot over 300 times. So we need to make sure that we always pay attention to what's going on and understand the language and the words. It's not brutality, it's terrorism. Peace. Richard Zulu Shabazz.
We asking ourselves, why is it that people like Enron could take billions of dollars from people and get almost no time, but regular Joe Blow can, take something from the store and get 5 years, or be caught for possession and get 10 years. You know what I'm saying? We got to begin to reevaluate what the fuck is going on around us. I'm not politically correct. I know it's children out here, but at the end of the day, I say what the fuck, because we need to be like, what the fuck? We need to be upset for real. You can't be standing around here all timid and all like cool, and we see the officers over there, and we wave the high officer. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We're here. The reason that the police department have a job because they are ordered to serve and protect. Have the police ever served you or protected you? No! Then that just shows you that they don't work for you. But they keeping a job because they serving and protecting somebody. The people that they serve and protect are the same people who oppress you. People saw all over the news 2 years ago Oscar Grant lying face down on the subway platform in Oakland, California. The police shot him point blank in the back, and he was let off. I think he was charged for manslaughter. Basically a slap on the wrist when everyone around the country saw that it was blatant murder.
Well, I'm with Cop Watch of East Atlanta.
I'm a member of Cop Watch of East Atlanta, and we perform a function at events like this as a countermeasure against police harassment, police brutality, and also counter surveillance of the police.
We're an organization that tries to organize civilians in their own communities to monitor the police and track their activities so that when they commit crimes and brutality, they can be held accountable by the public.
Because the police are always filming us, taking our pictures, and it's time to turn the cameras around on them.
What tips or methods would you advocate to people to hold the police more accountable for crime?
Well, it's really important that everybody know their rights. There's a simple set of rights that everybody should be aware of if the police try to confront them. You don't have to talk to the police. You don't have to consent to a search. You shouldn't speak to the police. You shouldn't cooperate except as you're legally required. And there's some pretty easy ways to find out about these rights. You can go to ACLU.org. You can go to our website, copwatchoea.org, to find out more about these things.
They need to know that they're always being watched, and at any moment somebody could pop out from behind a corner with a camera and catch them doing whatever they're doing. So they better keep their act straight.
I want to say something that's very important about this day, because there's not as many people out here as there should be. There's thousands of victims in this city alone, on a monthly basis of that police terror. So this is only, this is only a small representation of what actually needs to be out here.
We must continue to speak out and create an atmosphere that sets the standard in society that police brutality is unjust, immoral, and wrong, and we should continue to create an atmosphere where we do not tolerate police brutality.
Justice, no peace, no brutal police, no justice, no peace, no brutal police.
I'm here actually as an Iranian to express my support for black people, American people, all oppressed people of the world.
And we'll spend too many generations losing our lives for something that we think is going to work if we continue to vote in office those that we think is going to help clean this up. It's impossible to clean up something that started in corruption. Yes, but I am a strong believer in building our own communities and self-policing our own communities.
Hey guys, I want to first of all thank all y'all for coming out today and showing that we're standing together against this unaccountability that a lot of us have seen and witnessed and been victim of ourselves. What I want to talk about today though is I want to quote a lot of you may know: extremism in defense of liberty is no vice. Barry Goldwater said this, Malcolm X said this: extremism in defense of liberty is no vice. So what today I want to do is advocate, if we want to see a real systemic change to this unaccountability that has happened time and time again, we should advocate that law enforcement is provided by the market like any good or service. People can better be held accountable. Today with government says that we have a monopoly of providing this good or service. They're held to different standards. They judge themselves. They create man-made legislation that violates our rights. So what I'm saying today is, let's remove this from someone's control. Let's have this be provided by the market like anything else. I encourage you to, if you get home, if this intrigues you at all, Google private defense agencies or come speak to myself or my colleague Adam here. Thanks for your time, guys. And saying that these days, where the cops can get away with whatever the hell they want, have got to be put an end to. So if you're sick and tired of